Hey guys, today I want to show you the Weyersberg Type 2 gravity knife and how you can differentiate it from the other Solingen manufacturer. If your knife still comes with the original blade, then you can easily tell that it is a Weyersberg knife because they have the RB number 0020 etched on the blade. You may have a problem to identify the manufacturer if the blade is gone or broken or if the etching is gone. One thing that you can do is you can check the shape of the arrow on the metal head. As you can see, the shape of the arrow differs a little bit. On the left is the arrow of a SMF knife, and on the right there is the arrow of the Weyersberg knife. One thing that you can also see on these pictures here is that the arrow on the cover plate points into a different direction. On the right with the Weyersberg knife, the bottom arrow actually points to the top, and on the left picture you can see that the bottom arrow on the cover plate is pointing downwards. So these are the two things that you can check when it comes to the arrow. Here you can see the special shape of the arrow quite nicely. These arrows on the Weyersberg knives, they have the feathering on the top of the arrow. So this is what the arrows look like in real. As you can see, those arrows are pointing towards each other, so they were probably just trying to tell us that you have to insert the handle into the metal head and then push these two pieces together like this. From the outside you still have another chance to identify that it is a Weyersberg knife, and that applies to both types, the Type 1 and the Type 2 knives. The Weyersberg factory, they put the assembly aid on the left. If this would be an SMF knife, then this number that I've just pointed out to you would be on the right side of the cam. You should also check the bottom spring from the outside. As you can see here, it contains 2 rivets, and that is very specific for the Weyersberg knives. All of them have 2 rivets here, and on the other hand, all of the SMF Type 2 knives, they come with 1 rivet only, because at some point they changed their production method and went from 2 rivets to 1 rivet. Once you disassemble the knife, you will see additional differences between the Weyersberg and the SMF knife. At some point, SMF started welding the metal case to the bottom cover plate. As you can see here, Weyersberg, they never changed their initial production method, so they kept on using the rivets here, here, and here to attach the metal case to the bottom cover plate. So once again, that means that all the SMF knives have only 4 rivets here, and there would be welding spots in these places here, here, and also there and there. And then you should also check the position of the other assembly aids. As you can see here, the Weyersberg assembly aid on the cover plate is very, very close to the base of the spike, just like with the Type 2 knives. And then with the Weyersberg knives, you will also find a second assembly aid on the top cover plate, which is here. This is not present on any of the SMF knives at all, and while we're looking at the knife from this angle, the other assembly aid that I showed you before, which was very close to the base of the spike, there would be one here on the SMF knives. All this knowledge comes from this book, Luftwaffe Gravity Knife, Weapon Tool Tradition. Again, this is the one book that I would recommend for you to buy if you're interested to find out more about these knives.